your shaft into the deep inner depths of the diamond mine, where we will witness the flight of the precious peanut butter fudge angel of love as she spreads her wings and flies high through the thundering silence of your vacuum kept secret, hiding out on the pulsating fringe of your bubbly fudge mind. Deep into the sanctuary of the ruby-lipped lizard whose trip through that revolving door of today's changes springs the weightless suspension of those tiny red question marks to pierce your brain, and to taught you to observe the wondrous smoke
Hello, Vinyl Community! I love YouTube!
following the flight of the deep radiant butterfly towards a soothing smell of a 6-foot narcissus, already in the garden of man-eating dandelions, or in the safety of a Tasmanian treehouse. Can it be? Will it be? Yes, it will as you reach out for where it's at.
Welcome to Cosmic Vinyl. I'm Cosmic Brian, your host. Welcome to the midweek Cosmic Vinyl video. Thank you for taking the time out of your weekday to check this video out, man. This is going to be kind of a cool one, man. It's a simple idea, but one that I came up with while listening to this album the other night. I posted this on Instagram, and I was like, just staring at this amazing cover art, man. This is like a black light wet dream right here, man. Check out the colors and the great artwork, and probably one of the greatest gatefolds that ever existed right here. Look at that shit. So anyway, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, you know what, man? One of the things, this is what drew me to like vinyl records, is like the color, the colorful art displays on the cover art, right? And same thing that like led me to enjoy comic books as a kid. I've always been like attracted to like color schemes, you know, all different colors. In fact, whenever I used to color stuff in coloring books, I would never color it like the color it was supposed to be. I'd pick a different color like for everything. I mean, guy would have a purple arm, he'd have a pink arm, orange leg. I mean, that's just the way it was ever since a kid. I loved colorful stuff, right? And that's kind of what I came up with this idea. I would just be, I'd pull like 10 albums from the Cosmic Collection with some great, vibrant, phenomenal color on the cover art, right? So, well, then I thought it would be so easy just to reach into the like psychedelic section of my collection and pull 10 psych covers. So I thought, well, let's make it at least a little challenge, and I'll pull 10 non-psych albums. We'll leave the psychedelic stuff simmering on the shelf while we give some other stuff a chance to get a little screen time, right? So yeah, this is gonna be fun, man. So you guys let's get it on. Let's do a little quick big chug though, man. I got my colorful koozie. I got everything going. The colors are popping here in the cosmic realm right now. But now let's take a big chug. Well, let's toast to the great God above who gave us colors instead of making the world in black and white and gray. It's colors that uplift our souls, man. God, can you imagine how shitty it would be if things were like brown and gray? And I mean, come on. All right, let's tilt it back and get on with these great colorful vinyl covers.
Oh, yes, my good friend, of course.
Oh, got a little on my lip. All right, let's do this. Woo! Love you guys, man. Let's do it. So this first one came with a VCLT package that I got from the legendary Vinyl Community. Aaron Mutha Alamer, my good friend. I love Aaron Mutha Alamer. But he sent me this Star Death and White Dwarves plus Casket Girls album called What Keeps You Up at Night. Look at that crazy cover, man. I mean, that color is just like, it's like somebody ate a box of like Crayola colors like the 200 pack and then vomited it onto this cover, right? But this is some good stuff. This was released in 2015 on Graveface Records. Experimental rock from Norman, Oklahoma, which is the same stomping grounds as the Flaming Lips, which is kind of a good reason. This is heavily influenced by the Lips. In fact, the Stardeath and White Dwarf singer Dennis Coyne is the nephew of Wayne Coyne, who's the singer for the Flaming Lips. Huh, right? But yeah, this is trippy alt-rock in the vein of like MGMT, female vocals, probably the Casket Girls doing that part. But this is great for some mellow buzz listening. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? But the cover art is done by Wayne Coyne and his brother Kevin Coyne. It looks like they did it with like markers, like felt tip, maybe some gel markers, but man, so cool. And if you think the outside's cool, check out the inside stuff. I gotta show you this, man. So it comes on this definitely hot pink, actually it's more of a soft pink vinyl. But if you can see this etching, can you see the etchings on there? I know you won't be able to see in detail, but side 2, this is an EP, so side 2 has no songs on it, but it's really groovy etchings on there. And then look at the inside. It's pink on the inside, aren't they all? Oh, jeez. This is an insert that just shows like some other records on probably on the same label and similar style music. Then you've got like a lyric sheet here. Whoops. And then the band font there. But this is the real treat right here. It came with a little baggie of glitter Coke. Check that out. Oh my God, I took a little pinch of this and snorted it the other night, man. Mind completely blown, man. You do not need much of. If I would have done all this, I would still be tripping balls right now. The glitter Coke is amazing. God, I wish that came with every record. Anyway, man, yeah, the cover art, like I said, done by Wayne and Kevin. I don't know what it means, but check it out. The next one is Greg KIHN, Next of Kin, released in 1978 on Berserkly Records. This is an underrated power pop album here by Greg KIHN. Nice mix of like, upbeat rock and roll and love songs, man. I dig this, but look at the painting of Greg there, man. That's awesome. The cover art is done by Barbara Mendez, who also did she was a big into like the underground comics movement, and she's also a cartoonist as well. But this is almost like expressionist kind of art right there, like Scream, but I love the colors, man. That Greg KIHN, Next of Kin. Now this next one is one that came to mind right away when I got the idea to do this. And this is Joe Jackson Band, Beat Crazy. Released in 1980 on A&M Records, heavily influenced with reggae and ska. It didn't do very well commercially. In fact, Joe Jackson himself is not real pleased with this record, doesn't speak too highly of it. If you've listened to any of Joe's stuff up to this point, this is a little bit more anger and angst to it, a little darker vibe. But I dig this, man. Commercial failure or not, I love the title track, Beat Crazy. I also love the song Biology. And also Crime Don't Pay is a good jam too. There's a picture of the band on the back. But the cover art was done by a guy named Willie Smacks. Now, Willie Smacks is also he directs movies and produces movies. He also was a director of music videos. Did some videos for like the Eurythmics, Culture Club, Blur. He also did Into the Line video for the Traveling Wilburys. But yeah, great cover art there, man. This might be a dark vibe to the album, but the cover sure isn't dark, and I love it, man. Beat Crazy. Now you guys can make fun of me all you want about this, but I gotta tell you, this band and this album is one of my favorite new wave 80s alt-rock synth pop albums of all time. And that's the Flock of Seagulls self-titled debut album, released in '82 on Arista Records. But yeah, this is spacey, trippy synth pop. This is so much more than just the hit song I Ran. This has Telecommunication, which is just a great song. Also has Space Age Love Song on it. But yeah, Phil Spector called this album phenomenal. But the cover art was done by a guy named Pete Watson, who also did their other album covers and also did the sleeves of all of their singles. Good stuff, man. Look at that cover. It's just really cool. Now the next one is one that's been shown a lot in the vinyl community. I've seen it shown lots of times. Nonetheless, amazing album. Herbie Hancock's Headhunters. And look at that, man. That purple and then with the pink there and the yellow and orange, that just pops off of the cover, man. Released in '73 on Columbia Records by this jazz legend, pianist, not what you're thinking, and composer Herbie Hancock. This is funky as hell. Man, I can smell the funk coming off of this bitch, man. But yeah, it's also rocks. It's a nice mix of like jazz and rock and funk. There's a picture on the back of the band. I love pink and purple together. What a great color scheme, man. But yeah, killer saxophone, great keys, great synth. But the cover design is by a fella named Victor Moscoso, a Spanish-American artist. He was famous for doing like those 60s psychedelic posters back in the day. Yeah, you know the ones with like all the psychedelic bands, and they're just absolutely amazing artwork on those posters. He also did some work in underground comics as well. This is great. Great cover, great album, by the way. Now this one might this is a change of pace, but check it out, Nina Hagen in Ecstasy. Released in '85, also on Columbia Records. She's a German singer, punk rocker. This is punk rock, dance, disco music to the like with a synthy background and also some great electric drum beats. But check that out, man. Look at that pink hair. She's easy on the eyes, man. I'm telling you, that pink hair makes it pop. Makes something else pop too. Bling! I'm just kidding, man. Good collage on the back there. Does kind of a rousing cover of Frank Sinatra's My Way. Also covers Norman Greenbaum's Spirit in the Sky. She has kind of a unique vocal style, kind of Wendy O. Williams-esque. But yeah, the cover design is by Marco Paris Design, who did some French art and photography. Did a good job on this album cover, that's for damn sure. Now this next album is one of my favorite albums in all of my collection, man. When I first got this album, I lauded over it on videos for like a month, man. And this is Punishment of Luxury, Laughing Academy. This one is quirky sci-fi, futuristic hooks, cool guitar, new wave, punk rock, hard rock, synth. This is amazing, but this cover art. Okay, so it might not be all the covers or all the colors there, but when you open this sucker up, you just wait. Nice, colorful little inner sleeve there. But check this out. Boom! Look at that amazing gatefold. The colors are absolutely vibrant. And look at the details, man. That's just so awesome. Fans of Devo and Oingo Boingo would love Punishment of Luxury. Cover art by Mark Litherland, who I can find absolutely nothing online as far as information. So I'm just going to let the art do the talking there. Look at that. Amazing. One of my favorite albums, like I said, out of all my albums, one of my favorites. Now, this next album is by a band that I really, really dig, man, and that's the Red Hot Chili Peppers' Uplift Mofo Party Plan. Look at that great cover, man. That is so great. This is an amazing album, by the way, too. Released in '87 on EMI, funk punk. The early Chili stuff is fantastic. Flea is such a dynamic bassist. And Anthony Kiedis uses just all this clever wordplay on those early albums, man. Very danceable, very fun. Hillel Slovak was the guitar player at the time. Unfortunately, Hillel passed away from a drug overdose. I think that, and then you've got like Jack Irons on drums on this album, who went on to be in Pearl Jam, I think briefly. But yeah, this has songs like Fight Like a Brave. You've got No Chump Love Sucker. Always had great titles of their songs. But the cover art was by Gary Panter, who also did covers for their self-titled debut album, and also covers for Zappa, Snakefinger, Oingo Boingo. They did July. Remember the Psych band July? They did 2nd of July, that album cover. He also did Screamers, the punk band's cover as well. Yeah, this is great, man. Great artwork. Man, early Chili's is not cheap, by the way. Now here's an artist that doesn't need much of an introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway. And that's Rob Zombie. This is Venomous Rat Regeneration Vendor. Always had the great titles to it, and always had colorful album covers. That's what I love about it. And his shows are like just like that too. Released in 2013 on Universal Music. Man, his stuff slays, man. White Zombie, Rob Zombie. His stuff is just, he's a renaissance man. A filmmaker, director, a musician. He is badass. And check out this. This is fantastic. And wait till you see this gatefold. It's like a Franzetta art piece, man. And that's amazing. Like Conan. But the cover art is by a guy named Alex Horley. He was an Italian artist whose love for early like 70s Marvel comics is what got him into drawing and stuff. In fact, he worked for Marvel and DC and Image Comics for a while. He's also done some work for the Heavy Metal magazine and the Vampirella magazine as well. He did a great job on that Rob Zombie cover as well. Now this, the 10th and final album, this is amazing. This was my favorite record that I picked up in 2020. This is Dream Syndicate's The Universe Inside, released in 2020 on the Anti-label. This is a reunion of sorts for the Dream Syndicate and a totally new direction, like a neo-psych direction for them. But look at that, man. That cover is so cool. And then you've got the back cover there, but wait till you see the gatefold. That's like a fractal gasm that's just like goes into infinity. It's a soundscape adventure, and the eye candy that is this cover art will hold you transfixed for days. And then these heavy duty inner sleeves are amazing. But yeah, man, original artwork by Alex Allium, who is a mystic visionary black light artist. He has a mind-blowing black light glow-in-the-dark exhibit in his gallery in Soho. There's a video of it. I'll put a link in the description so you can check it out. But his art is amazing, man. If you like black light stuff, which I definitely do, you should check it out. And this sounds just as good as it looks, too. Dream Syndicate, Universe Inside. So there's 10 albums of my most colorful out of the Cosmic Collection. I hope you guys dug this. If you guys have some colorful albums you'd like to share, hit me in the comments, man. I'll check everything out. I answer all my comments, and I always check on albums that you guys recommend too, man. And if this is your first time to the Cosmic Vinyl, man, hit the subscribe button, man. Follow along. Join us as we show great albums and great music on vinyl. And hit the notification bell, man, so you don't miss nothing that we put out. Also, man, if you like this video, I mean, I'm not going to ask you to hit the like button if you don't like it, but if you do like it, hit the like button so we can it propels our videos out into all the realms in YouTube and all of the lands and all principality. What the fuck am I? Anyway, hit the like button. All right, you guys, stay cool, stay cosmic. It's only rock and roll, but we love it. And we'll catch you on the next one. Love ya.